Morning, everybody. 49 AM. So I'm on my way to get my nails done because I'm over here looking like Four Finger Freddy doing real bad. So as I'm walking, I hear this girl say, "Good morning, gorgeous." So I turn around and I'm like, absolutely not. And I kept on walking. She was like, "Excuse me." I said, "Absolutely not." And she was like, "What's the problem?" So I didn't answer. So now she's following me. So I said, "All right," I keep walking. She was like, "Oh, what you saying? You don't like girls. You don't like girls. Is that a problem? Did I offend you?" So I turned around and looked at her with the stare of death. And then I just kept walking. She's like, "What's the problem?" I said, "Girl, now I'm gonna stop the story right here and I'm gonna continue. My thing is this. If you try to talk to me or whatever, and I have to question how old you are, I'm not even asking that question. That's out of pocket. Let me tell you, I was looking at this thing on the Shade Room. There was a video, man. I don't know if y'all seen it. This guy posted a video to me, "Oh, these young girls out here with their ass and titties out, and you don't know how old they are." Sir, that's cap. Let me tell you why. Because if I have to ask you how old you are, and it's not for the purpose that I think you're older than me, you out of pocket. Period. You out of pocket. If you have to ask somebody how old they are because you think that they are younger than you, that is a problem. That girl looked like she was supposed to be in high school. She looked like an 11th grader. And another thing too, when she keeps walking behind me. I said, "Girl," I said, "ain't you supposed to be in school?" She was like, "What?" I said, "Ain't it Regents week or something? I know you got to take a global or history or English Regents this week." You know how I could tell she was young? One, because as soon as I looked at her, I'm like, "How old are you?" And I didn't look at it. I didn't ask myself that question as if she was older, as if she was younger. I don't even have to ask that question. If that question crosses your mind, if a person is younger than you, you are out of pocket. There's no reason to talk, converse, or anything with that person at all because clearly they're too young for you. Clearly she was a baby. That's number one. And number two, you can look at a person's hands. A person's hands will tell you how old they are. Her hands look like she just started learning how to, I don't know, just started learning how to write 3 years ago. She looked like a baby. She was a baby. That's somebody's baby. Absolutely not. So she's like, so when I said, "Oh, you look like you're supposed to be in high school," she's like, "All right, Ma, you got it." I know I got it. I know I got it. I know that I got it. I know that I got it. Absolutely the fuck not. Come on, don't let these girls, let me tell you something, it's our month, and people don't understand, women can get jammed up too. Don't let these baby dykes, these baby lesbians, these baby stems, these baby femmes get you jammed up. If you have to ask yourself how old they are, if you have to ask yourself, if you're pursuing somebody or you like somebody, you see somebody that you're attracted to, and you have to ask them how old they are, and not for the purpose that you think that they're older than you, if you got to even ask that question, you might as well head out because that's a problem. I'm not, listen, I cannot get jammed up. Absolutely not. Men ain't the only ones that get jammed up. Women get jammed up too. Don't let these, listen, straight out of high school. I remember one time, I'm talking to my homeboy, right? And I'm going to end it here. I'm talking to my homeboy. He was like, "Alex, I know how old she was. You know, she was real smart. She knew her geographics." Of course she knows her geographics because she just took the global regions. Are you dumb? She just got out of U.S. history. I remember I was talking to this one dude. He gonna say, these are friends, right? He gonna say, "Oh, like she knew the presidents." That she knew the presidents. I remember I went to FDA. Shout out to FDA. My U.S. history teacher was Mr. Harris, and I had to go to summer school with Miss Haynes. When I tell you, we had to recite all them presidents. I'm gonna tell you now. I don't know. Listen, all I know is George Washington was number 1. Thomas Jefferson was number 3 because he was an asshole. I know Madison, Monroe, and Madison. I don't know which order they're going at this point. The Kennedys, the Roosevelts, and Obama. That's as far as it's going for me. And the Bushes. That's it. That's it. Talking about she knew her presidents. What? If that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. If you see somebody, right, and the first thought that comes to your head is how old they are, and it's not for the sole purpose that you think that they're older than you, head out. Don't ask that question. Don't even do it to yourself. You're already out of pocket. That's why I couldn't get jiggy with that Shade Room post from the guy. I was like, "Oh, they out here dressing like this." I don't care how she dressed. If the thought crossed your mind that you had to ask her how old she is for the sole purpose that you believe that she was younger than you, and you looked at her hands, people's hands telling them, right? 49.